Hi guys, welcome back to another video from Car Help For You. So in today's video we're working on Audi A7, which is just here. This one is a 3 litre automatic 2012 reg. So what we're doing there is changing the drive shaft. Now the tools I've used are literally what you can see here. You may not need all of these tools, but it makes my life easier, so I'm using them. What I've got is an electronic ratchet. I've got a hammer, a bulky hammer. I've got some extension bars, some long bars. We've got a multi-spline M10 on an extendable bar, sorry. Again, this fits the electronic ratchet. We've got the manual ratchet for the electronic ratchet. We've got a reducer or an increaser, whatever you want to call it. This is for the impact gun. That's the multi-spline that goes onto that. And then we've got a hex, which is like that, and this is a H19. Now if you don't have this, you're not going to be able to do it. Well, if you don't have that or this, you're not going to be able to do it. Now this goes onto the back of the drive shaft bolt, just like that, and then you can impact your drive shaft bolt off. Also, I've got an impact gun which isn't here right now, but you impact this bolt off. Now you don't need to take your bolt off the entire way. So if I just show you on the actual hub, so I have got my drive shaft removed, so my drive shaft isn't there right now, but if I just show you without smashing everything else, so this just goes in there like that. It'll be there like that, screwed into your drive shaft. Undo it. So I undo it completely and then I put it back on more than halfway, so if the drive shaft were to fall out here, wouldn't hit anyone on the head, wouldn't fall onto the floor, and would be completely safe. And then the other side of the drive shaft bolts into, if we just look inside of there, let me see if I can get the camera down, bolts there. Where all that rust is, that's where it goes. So just into these here, and it is 6 spline type of bolts, which are these ones here, and these come undone with this. So now you should be able to do this with an electronic ratchet or a manual one. These were ridiculously tight, so what I've done was I built this little thing like this, put them on the back of an impact gun, turn the impact settings down to the lowest. This obviously goes into the back of that, and then I had it like this here, and then we just gunned them one by one. Now if yours is an automatic like this one is, what you'll need to do, because you are quite stuck for space and I haven't undone anything else, so what you'll need to do is turn your wheel after removing each bolt. If you have an automatic, you'll know the front wheels won't turn. So what you do is you go inside, you put the car into N, which is neutral, and then you can spin the front handbrakes. You can leave the wheels. You can leave the handbrake on to prevent the car from rolling backwards. Obviously the rear tyres will stop it rolling back. And then this just spins freely, and you can just rotate it all the way around, get your bolts out. Now once you've got all your bolts out of there, that will almost instantly drop, because it is held on, as you can see there, it's more or less a magnetic, like that's kind of like a magnetic, whatever you call it, and then the bolts just go through there. So this will drop. Now this is the driver side. The passenger side is a lot more easier than this, so I didn't record a video on that side. I thought I'd record it on this side, which is the hardest side. If you can do this side, you'll have no questions with the other side. And the reason this is the hardest side is it's a lot less space to get the drive shaft out as well. So once you've loosened it off from there, what you want to go ahead and do is, because you've still got this bolt here, you'll have it like that, just tap this a little bit. So when you tap this back with a hammer, it'll go in like that. Again, don't start bashing it, just lightly tap it. You don't want to be using any force on it at all. It's literally just like a quick little like, if we get it there, it's more or less, if I do it on the brake disc here, it's like so you can see I'm not using, it's not like a whack, you know, something big. It's just light, and what that'll do is it'll start pushing the drive shaft in with it here. So what I found it easier to do is, once it dropped here, I pushed it into here. So if I just come down this way, there isn't a lot of space, so I just pushed it where, right, so you stay there. So I pushed it here, and obviously you can maneuver the end of it with your hand. So I pushed it into here. It was resting about here, and then what I've done is I got inside and I turned the steering, so this should be straight. I turned the steering towards me again. This is the driver's side, and in the UK the driver's side is the right hand side, sorry. So this is the right hand side, but I think if you're in America and it's the opposite way, I think you'd still do it your way. Just turn the steering towards you, and then what I've done was I removed the drive shaft from this little gap here, so between this arm, this ABS sensor and this hub knuckle. So this little gap here is where I actually got it out from. So I pushed it back that way, removed the front part here, sent it this way here through this gap here. If I zoom out there, so through from this gap here, and then it came out diagonally. And now when I go to reinstall it, I'm going to do the same thing, send it backwards in that way, bend the front of it so it goes into here, and then the back end will line up like that. Start off by hand tightening this one. Well, not even hand tightening, it'll be about that much again, just so I've got that freedom, you know, to push it in and out. I'll start hand tightening all of them. And what I use to hand tighten it is the electronic ratchet. So what I do is electronic ratchets on the lowest settings, put the extended bar in it, and I just push them all in one by one, turn the wheel, next one, turn the wheel, next one. Once I've got them all on, I'm happy with the fitment, I push the drive shaft through here, tighten this one up more. I'm now happy, everything's sat where it's wanted to sit. I haven't used any force. If I haven't used any force, it means there's nothing under a lot of pressure or anything. And then I go back and tighten them up. And anyone asking about torque settings and stuff like that, just a few ugga-duggers. If you've done them in the past, you kind of know what settings I need to be on. So I kind of already know where I need it to be. So what you do is you go ahead and you tighten that one. You come to this one, tighten this one. Double check your work. You don't want, you know, anything going wrong. So double check your work. Once you're happy with that, you can go ahead and put your tyre back on. Obviously, if you've got stuff like a bit of rust around this area here, you clean this up. Now, when you change your drive shafts, it is recommended changing this bolt here. Unfortunately, I don't have a replacement one. So you can see in the past there, it's got a bit of Loctite on it. We're going to go ahead, clean the bolt off, put a bit of Loctite on it and do the exact same thing. Just reuse it. It is recommended to replace them. You don't always have to. Just check the condition of your bolt. Now, if you're on the driver's side, if you're on the passenger side, the drive shaft doesn't have to come out at a slant. It can literally, the back end of it just goes up like that onto there, and the front end just comes out normal. It's really easy. I've done the underside in about 20 minutes from start to finish. I had no headache. This side has took a bit longer because of the nightmare it was. So the drive shaft itself looks like this. This one again is an aftermarket one. It's not an original, you know, manufactured and OEM one. It is an aftermarket one. The OEM one was running us ridiculously amounts, and customer said, look, I'll get the drive shaft. Even though I got it for them, they just sent me the link and I ordered it. This one came from I believe it was Autodoc, ordered online, and I think it was somewhere in the region of about £130. I could be wrong. I can't remember off the top of my head. I did have quite a lot in the basket at the time, but anyway, these are two, and it doesn't matter which one goes on which side, because they'll go on either side. The part number for this, I will put it down in the description, so if you are stuck, you can just get the part number from this. Again, this one is a 12 reg one, 3 litre automatic. Once you've done all that up, make sure you put your transmission back into parking and take your car for a test drive after that, just to make sure everything's fine, there's no knocking or anything. But you don't really need to undo anything else. I'm not sure if there's a lot of videos online for this, so I thought I'll make one quickly, help you guys out. Anyway guys, if you do get stuck or you've got any questions, as usual, put them in the comments and I will try my best to help you out. But please like, share and subscribe, because it massively helps the channel. Thank you.